Hi. I'm adjusting. Wow. Oh, look how old I look. Holy shit. That is wild. That is wild. Hey there, ho there, everyone. We are live. We're doing this thing. Oh, I have my phone out so I can look at my list. I gave myself an agenda, otherwise I'm just gonna like yap, you know? Um, okay. YouTube. Cool. Yes. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Man, this is crazy how old I look right now. Is that better? It seems worse. That seems worse. It all seems worse. Just turn all the lights off. Is that actually better if the light's off? This seems okay. How is everyone? How is we? How? How everyone? Hi, hello, hi. Um, I'm excited to hello, Sec. Am I saying it right? I'm excited to just like chill and just do like a live, like a normal live. Tasha Bella. That's pretty. Hello. Um, I have some merchy things, some stuff I bought for myself, some stuff that was gifted. I'm excited to open. I've been sitting here just like waiting to open it. Some movie talk. I was gonna go over like all the new like membership levels and stuff, and then I don't know, whatever questions, just like ask stuff. Janine, me again. Janine, you have to join the book club in the Discord. Oh, this is the book, by the way, because if you're like the beginning level of my Patreon or my membership, YouTube memberships, we have a book club now too. Because why not? So this is the book. And it's freaking creepy. Wait, I'm gonna tease. We've only done 4 chapters, like don't get crazy. It's called Hidden Pictures, and there's illustrations like this. But then there's also because I was like, I don't know what kind of book this is gonna be. Like, what's it about? And then like this is on page like 20. I was like, ugh. So yeah, it's good. So far it's good. Okay, good. You got the book, Rise Monday. Love that. Love that. I'll show off some movies and stuff that I got while people still trickle in. And then I did like one of those. I can't show these because these are gifts for people and I don't want them to know those. What's that like not gonna lie thing? Hi gay. Hayden's here. Oh no. Now that Found Footage February is over, does that mean no Hell House LLC? No, Sec. Great question. So Hell House LLC 3, I I I can do found footage kind of whenever, right? I'm realizing it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. Like found footage February should be over, right? Because February ended, but I'm still gonna do VHS. So VHS full length is on Patreon, and my next reaction for YouTube is gonna be VHS, and I'm counting it as a finale to found footage February. February is gonna be as long as I want it to be. Uh, and then, yeah, if the demand is there for Hell House 3 before, say, like Halloween season comes, because I can see myself watching it as like an October thing. If in the summer everyone's like Hell House 3, Hell House 3, I'll watch it because I'm really excited to get to part 4. I've heard mixed things about 3. I've heard just consistently that 4 is great. So, or even like a double feature. If one day I'm like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm just gonna do 3 and 4 back to back, I'll do it. I'm crazy like that. Hayden's in a nice mood, not chaotic. Okay, you're not gonna get accidentally kicked out of any Discord servers today. Carmichael Manor is so freaking good. That's what I hear. So and I'm not gonna skip sequels. You know, like I'm gonna watch them all. Let me see if there's any of those like not gonna lie questions. A couple of them were like who are you talking to and you know, are you dating? I've been with my boyfriend for 18 years, so no. Um, so I was looking for horror questions. Let's see. Yeah, are you talking to anyone? Would you ever set up 2 friends? Probably not. Um, who you trying to get? Yeah, see, no, like I'm not. What movie releases this year you most excited? Like, oh, okay. What am I excited for like 2025? I'll answer that question. Opus, is that what it's called? I've heard about it, but I haven't seen any marketing because I want to just avoid Opus. That with the girl from The Bear and John Malkovich, right? So that'd be interesting. Sinner with Michael B. Jordan and that other guy and that girl. I want to see Sinner or Sinners. I think it's called Sinners. Final Destination looks good. I'm excited for that. It's been a long time since we had a Final Destination movie, period. Oh gosh, the Conjuring movie I think comes out this year. Scream is not till next year. What else is coming out? I feel like I just 28 Years Later. That'll be cute. I have to rewatch. Oh, I'll do that for the channel. I have to rewatch the first two. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen those movies since they came out in their respective years. And I'm lucky I own them on DVD because there's no physical media for them, right? It's fucking bonkers. I'll go over these in a second. What other questions? Y'all can ask questions in the chat too. I'll answer them. Mostly. Two seconds ago. Uh-oh. Okay. Name 3 horror movies you hated. Halloween Resurrection. This should be easy. This should be easy. The Funhouse. I'm looking at the movies I own because I probably own it. If it's a movie I hate, I probably own it. The Woman in the Yard, is that on your list? Janine, no. It was until I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks bad. Like, this looks like cheap. Is it Blumhouse? Is that why it looks that way? Because they market their movies so badly. They never have confidence in the movie when they market it. God, what's the third movie I hate, y'all? You've watched, you know my channel better than I do. Because like I really don't like the My Bloody Valentine remake, but I don't know if it's like a movie that I hold in my heart with like absolute disdain, like Halloween Resurrection or The Funhouse. I don't know if maybe it'll come to my mind later. A third one. Let's see. Can people speak their mind on You're Not Gonna Lie? No. What's a modern movie you want to see get a VHS release like Romulus did? Ooh, I love that question. See, like I love the world of custom. So people do like their custom tapes. Like I have The Substance. Can you see it from there? It's actually gorgeous. This is from Frightgasm. Yes, his name is Jeff, but it's called Frightgasm. You see right there. But this is beautiful. He designed it, and it actually has The Substance. The movie is on here. Like it's incredible. So the customs are where it's at for me, as long as the quality is there, because like it's made from like a fan, but not from a fan. I would say, oh, Heart Eyes. I saw that in theaters and I thought that was so damn fun. I'm gonna get the steelbook of that like the second it comes out, but that'd be a great VHS to have. Good question. Best and worst boutique Blu-ray labels. See, I don't know enough about them all. Criterion, right? That would count as one of them, right? Everyone always talks about Criterion, but it's always like classic old movies I've never seen before. So like I don't go for those. Shout Factory used to be where it was at, but now I feel like their releases are just fine. I used to look up to them so much because they would find every bit of content there was about the movie they were releasing, and you'd get that on your disc. So they'd have every bonus, deleted, lost interviews, picture gallery, new interviews, old commentaries, new commentaries, endings you never knew existed, everything you could, bottom of the barrel, you'd scrape every bit of information. And now I feel like we just get like the movies with a new transfer, and the art is like 50-50. Sometimes the art is great, and sometimes the cover art that they create, I'm just like, whatever. Vinegar Syndrome, I love, even though I've never seen those movies. They spare no expense when it comes to like the packaging it comes in, and they do a good job of giving you as much bonus content as possible. And it's movies that you'll never get anyplace else. So Vinegar Syndrome, is it Second Sight? They do a great job too. I'm a sucker for like the physical box that it's going to come in. So like this is Vinegar Syndrome. I've never seen this, but this is like a slip hardcover. Oh, this is just regular slip. Sorry. Sometimes they do like ones that fold open, but like that's beautiful. I haven't seen this. I have to watch it someday. And this is, oh my gosh, several commentaries, interviews, behind the scenes, sound, audio, design, but like bonus features for days on this. And this is, you know, not as well known in general. Even oh gosh, where is it? Even something like this, I was like, I just bought this because I loved this art. I thought this looked so great. This is like maybe a year or two I got it, a year or two ago. The back, I'd never seen it. I have only seen the birds, the first one, once. And then I watched it and I was like, this was stupid. I loved it. It was so fun. Like, I understand. It's like, it's a normal movie until the last like 15 minutes just kind of like is this weird, bad practical effects situation, and it just suddenly ends. Oh yeah, and the director put a fake name because he distanced himself from it, but tons of bonus features. So Vinegar Syndrome. Oh, I was looking for Second Sight. Jesus, James. There we go. See, this is something like Second Sight will do. The high tension release. Like, that's thick. It's a big boy. Like that. So, you know, spared no expense. The presentation is postcards. There's a whole book. So, and it's got tons of bonus features plus new transfers. So, yes. Those are my favorites, I think. Vinegar Syndrome and Second Sight. And I'll still say Shout Factory, even though it's not as iconic as it used to be. Oh, geez. Okay, let me see. Woman, blah, blah, blah. Iffy on it. Oh, with the, yep. Oh, come on. Jensen Ackles is amazing in that. He is great in it. It's just like, I just hate every character in the My Bloody Valentine remake. Arrow, I'm so stupid. Arrow is fantastic. They have great releases, yes. Especially with the classic franchises like Chucky and Friday the 13th. Did they do Chuck? Oh, are they the ones that just announced Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X in 4K? Because that Jason X, I don't even like Jason Goes to Hell, but I own like 5 copies because of course I do. But that looks fantastic. So Hayden, Kevin, hello. Hope you can do Stigmata and the Ninth Gate reactions. I saw your comments. Those have been on my thing for my list for a long time. RJ's here. Spook House. Listen, everyone stop. Spook House. Phil's here. Phil's here. This is the package. I got this from Phil from the Spook House podcast. If you, oh shit, look at this. Again, spared no expense. We did an episode together with our friend John, Wicked VHS, and in the description is the link for that video. So you should follow the Spook House, watch our episode after this. Oh my gosh, how many shirts is in here? We were talking on the podcast about John was wearing a Spook House shirt, and I was like, I want one of those. And then Phil was like, I'll send you one. Shut the fuck up. Oh. Oh. You nasty bitch. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm gonna show it to you in a second, but there's a VHS tape wrapped up in this gorgeous looking sweater. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna show off the sweater first. I keep looking at this tape though. There's multiple shirts. Phil, I'm not worthy of all this. That is, you know what? Wow. I am obsession. Okay, this is adorable. Oh, I can wear this at VHS Fest. I'm creating my wardrobe for VHS Fest. I found a Leatherface, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 t-shirt that I'm going to cut the sleeves off of. That's VHS Fest. I actually got a shirt from Wicked VHS that says Tapeheads United because that's his podcast. That's coming. It's like a cute lilac color, VHS Fest. And then that t-shirt, I think. I would wear this. Oh, I love a crew neck sweater. If Derek's here, he knows I love a crew neck. Wow, this feels really soft too. Where do you get, we'll talk later. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just obsessed with how this is. Thank you very much. That is amazing. That is amazing. Now, can I show you this? I almost dropped it. It was wrapped up in the clothing. It was a gift and a gift and a gift. We were talking about this on the podcast. Oh my God. Oh. and postcards. This is Poltergeist 2 big box. This is Poltergeist 2 the other side big box. We were talking about it because I have the first Poltergeist in a big box. I got it from VHS Fest. I'm going to keep saying VHS Fest, right? Wow. Look at this. Okay, Phil. I see you. I see you. It's upside down. It's fine. Look at that. You are my new best friend. This is crazy. Looks like the top got a little dented. Oh yeah, it wasn't sent that way. That's fine. Sons of bitches. I can do something maybe to push it back out a little bit. But that's beautiful. The tape is clean as hell. That is gorgeous. So everyone go follow the Spook House podcast. Any place you can listen to a podcast, but also on Instagram and YouTube. And you can see our episode if you go to YouTube. Oh my gosh, Phil, you are amazing. Like I said, my new best friend. Thank you very much. Well, now I have to make merch so I can send it to you. Deckard said, Arrow did a killer Cruising 4K. I've never seen Cruising. I know what it's about. Imprint from Oz is doing great region free. Imprint from, is that the name of the company? I've never heard of that. I'll check them out. Okay. Wow, I'm just beside myself with that. I love it. I'll show you the movies I got from. It's funny, I was just saying like, oh, Shout Factories, whatever, but I got these from Shout. They had a sale. Esteban, I don't know if he's in here or not, but hello, Krista. Esteban will in Discord, like there's a whole section in my Discord dedicated to like deals and sales and stuff, and Esteban is like in charge of that. He will post basically daily every company that is having some kind of sale on physical media or movies or whatever. So like if you're not already a member, like a YouTube member or a Patreon member, they both have like introductory levels that give you access to my Discord server. We're on Discord all the time. We're on Discord every day. That's where the book club is. You'll find out about all my video postings in advance. I do polls there. We talk all the time. Hayden's there. He's great. She gets a little messy, but it's fine. That's why we love her. And then the sales and deals and that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up. I got Serial Mom from Shout Factory. And I do like, Shout will do this. They will do like their art, and then usually it's the reverse is the original art. So if I take out the disc, it's the OG art. Usually I prefer the OG art, but in this case, I actually love this a lot. So Serial Mom, which I watched, and it's on Patreon. Look out for it on YouTube around Mother's Day. So no one ever knows about this movie. Highwaymen. Who has seen Highwaymen? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And yes, Hayden, Esteban is GOAT. Because I remember watching this back in the day and loving it. And I haven't seen the movie all the way through, I don't know, since I was like a teenager, probably, whenever the hell this came out. 2004? Yeah, I'd been in high school. But I remember loving this. Where did I put Serial Mom just now? Oh, in the bottom of the pile. What else we got? Okay, I have not seen this movie since it came out. I remember nothing about it, but everyone says it's fantastic and I have to watch it. So if it doesn't happen this year, it's going to be like, you know, my big intro into found footage February for next year, but it's As Above, So Below. And I saw this release again, it was on sale. Oh, it looks messy. Oh, it has that guy in it. I forgot. See, I don't maybe remember. I'll be excited to see if I recognize any other faces. Don't tell me, but it's got a slip cover. I love this art. So we got that one. Pet Cemetery 2. Love me some Pet Cemetery 2. Haven't seen that in a long time either. 4K scan, new commentary, new interview, theatrical trailer, and more. Cute. If we like Pet Cemetery, let me know. And then this movie, so ironic enough. Ironically, first of all, lastly, second of all, um, there was like free gifts and stuff that you got. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna look up his full name so I don't mess it up. I'm gonna look up his government because there is a writer in Connecticut, John Doolin. Doolin. I'm not gonna look up his IMDb, but you can look it up after. He lives here in Connecticut, so I've actually bumped into him before. And we have mutual friends, which is great. But he has written a lot of like straight to streaming horror movies that you probably have seen. And funny enough, this was one of the options as a gift from Shout Factory, and it says his name was attached somehow, but it's not. His name's not really on the back, so I'm not sure what he did or if he's like a special thanks or something. But it's Animal, straight to streaming creature feature situation, starring Joey Lauren Adams, which I was like, I didn't realize what year did this come out? 2014. Okay, I haven't seen her in something in a long time. Let me see. I really like the first half of that movie. Oh, which one? As Above, So Below. And then Serial Mom star Kathleen Turner did a Great Nasty film in 1984. Her second film that year, Crimes of Passion as a hooker. Oh, stalked by Anthony Perkins. That sounds interesting. I have not heard of that one. Oh, and that's it. I did get 2 other movies, but they are gifts for people. And those people are probably not watching this, but just in case, I'm not going to show them off. I agree with Deckard about Imprint. They've been doing box sets and editions that nobody else. Okay, I will look into that. We'll get Esteban to. Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry, I didn't read your name when I read your comment. We'll see if Esteban can get us some deals and sales for Imprint. Right? Yep. So that's that. Those are those. I already showed off the book that we're reading for book club. I'll announce the next book. I don't know if River's here. River's like asking about the new book, and I'm like, you got to get in the live stream. So River, if you're here, I'm going to show it off right now. I showed it off in the last live stream too, and River wasn't there. So it's called Bury Your Gaze. So right now we are reading Hidden Pictures. After Hidden Pictures, which will be done like beginning of April. So going into May, we will be reading Bury Your Gaze. This looks like and sounds like the book that we wanted the Maxine movie to be, because I'll be honest, I was not super impressed with Maxine, the movie. I'll probably get in trouble for that. But the premise of this sounds similar, but a little better. So I'm wondering, and also look at that cover. Look at that cover. That's the next book club movie on Discord. Okay, let me check my little agenda because I think at some point I'm supposed to give out some memberships, right? Oh, Hishkenstein After Dark. So also in the description is my full-length reaction to a movie called Hishkenstein After Dark. It's a follow-up to a movie I watched earlier last year called Bad People Doing Bad Things. Both of those exist on my channel in full-length form because I got permission from the filmmaker to use the video. So you can watch the reaction with the movie in there. It's very heavily censored because they are gratuitous, but he did send me the soundtrack for Hishkenstein After Dark, and then a couple cool like postcards and stuff, some stuff about like one of the screenings going on. But I wanted to call that out because his name is Gare Scare. Yes. And he is actually fantastic and like the nicest guy ever, but he makes the most like fucked up movies. So, and I believe Hishkenstein is premiering soon if it hasn't already. I know there's like a screening. It's all in LA, so I keep missing it. He was like, "You should come," and I'm like, "I'm in New England." But I wanted to call that out because he's a great guy. You're scary, Gary. Wait, maybe that's what it is. Oh, it's my phone's listening to me. I don't want it to listen to me. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go over the new membership tiers just so that they are clear. Everyone can have some clarity on what YouTube membership tiers look like. I keep talking about Discord, and so if you want access to Discord, that's the first like entry level with YouTube memberships, also with Patreon. After I go over all of the levels, hold off because I will be gifting 10 of them randomly. So I don't want you to like run over right now and like sign up and then be mad that you could have gotten a free one. So just wait a second. Um, just wait a damn minute. I will be in the next like couple months because I'm very behind and who really cares? But I will be going through Discord and clearing out anyone that's not like an active member, but I don't clear it out often. So I'll be honest. If you join a membership and then you leave after a couple months, but you're in the Discord server, you're likely going to stay in the Discord server. I like that's fine. That's great. I love talking to people. Um okay, so let me that's Patreon. I'll find it. Let me just scroll through my phone. This is fun. Okay. I'm gonna check for like messages and stuff. I agree with Derek. Oh, okay, great. Everyone, Blockbusted Videos is here. So if you're not following Blockbusted Videos, then you should be because you know that she's a real one. And that's Derek. His content is way cooler than mine. And he's been on the channel a bunch. We did a couple reactions together, one virtually, which worked out, but didn't work out. You've seen a lot of pictures if you're on Patreon or Instagram, mostly Patreon. I do like pictures that nobody else sees, but like our trips to Utah and Monster Mania and VHS Fest. So you have to go follow Derek, otherwise you can't be friends. So, all right. Life hack. If you keep telling James he's pretty, he'll never boot you from the Discord. She's a vain queen. Yeah, just tell me I look nice. Mm. Hayden like probably like has killed people, but then he's like, but like you have no lines on your head, and I'm like, okay, Hayden, you can stay. Even though the new, you see my 11s, they don't go away when I stop making. I also have breakouts. I shouldn't show you those. Okay. YouTube memberships. So if I hope everyone's just subscribed, you should all be subscribed and you should just watch things, period. If you want more than what you're already getting, then you do a membership. If you don't want more, then you don't. You just keep watching the videos and I love you. So the first level is exactly, yeah, no, Hayden, you know what? You can just be a moderator on my channel at this point with that comment. Also, nothing has ever been proven in court. Yeah, well, and they won't be. I've taken care of that. YouTube memberships level 1. So this is called the fan. The fan gets the loyalty badges. So you can like, you can see some of them here, like a badge will show up next to their name. That's because they are a member. The reason I redid these memberships, apologies for cutting myself off, is I wanted to change the perks so that the beginner levels had more perks, and I just got rid of like a bunch of the higher levels. Like why? It's so stupid. But YouTube doesn't let you edit like that. You have to like delete the level and then start fresh. So I actually deleted every single member I had and we're starting over. But I think we're starting over with a much more cohesive situation. So loyalty badges, custom emojis. It's my face and Tyler's face. You get a welcome message. So once a week, I'll always put up a welcome message and tag everyone that's a new member. You get member shout outs. So your name will always appear in my videos, whether it's a full length on Patreon, if it's a regular video on YouTube, if it's a ranking video, it doesn't matter. Your name will show up in that video. You get access to the Discord server. Like I said, that is, you'll get an invite specifically, but that's where we do the book club. We talk about the movie deals and sales, conventions, what else? I'm missing things. I post all my video schedules in advance and stuff. So cool. And then you get members only polls. So on YouTube and in Discord, you get both. I do polls all the time. I did a couple public polls recently just to kind of like, until we get more members again, because I deleted them all. I'm so funny. But you will get access to those. So I'll be like, listen, like what movie am I going to react to for next week? This, or this. And you tell me. That's all the entry level. That's called the fan. The star is the next level. It's level 2. That is everything previously, plus members only watch parties. So once or twice or 3 times a month. At one point, we did like 4 in a month. We will watch a movie together. Like we'll all sync up and hit play. And we'll chat and talk the whole time. And it's great. We just did The Tunnel. We did Smile. We did Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I'm very excited to do The Relic because everyone knows how much I love that movie. But those are for members only. So if you want to sit and chat and watch a movie with us, member of the Star. Also, members only videos, chats, and premieres. So when a new movie video gets posted, you'll get access like 4 to 10 days early. So once I'm done editing it and I put it on YouTube, I make it available for my members. It might not get posted to the public for like a week or two, but you get access. All my shorts, sounds gross, all of my short videos, you get early access to those. There are some videos like rankings and unboxings and reviews that are members only. So that's all for the second level. Early access videos, yeah. And then discounted merch when it arrives. Like I said, I'm going to show it off again. I just got this beautiful. Derek, are you still here? Look what Phil sent me. Look. Bitch. So Phil sent me this. He's my new bestie. You're number 2 now. And also this as a t-shirt. And then also Poltergeist 2 big box. Because, you know, who am I? I'm really not deserving. Okay, now level 3. If you're like, that's not enough and I want more, the next level gets everything that I just mentioned. So early access, live watch parties, Discord server, polls, blah, 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 whatever. Good stuff. You also get a personalized favorites playlist on my channel. So it'll say like Jennifer's favorites or Hayden's favorites. And it'll be a collection of like either favorite reactions that I did, favorite reactions somebody else did. Like it is your playlist. I'll have some rules and regulations, but mostly it's your playlist. But it exists on my channel. You get a producer call out in the video. So I will say like my producers are pew, 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 and pew. And then I actually link them and tell them to go find your playlist. So, and your social media accounts. So if you want, and I would hope that you did, I would have like all my producers' social media listed as well. Like go find their playlist, go to check out their YouTube, go to their Instagram. So it's like you're the producer of my show, and that's a level that you can be on the YouTubes. The top level is all of the above and a personalized thank you welcome basket situation. Wait, I'm trying to see. I just like lost what I was looking at. It's okay. Whatever. I remember. Oh no, here it is. So personalized like basket with custom merch and like message from me. Like I'm gonna handwrite you a message, get a bunch of stuff from me, movies, stickers, again, merch. Once I have it, I'm doing this as if this is my shirt. It's not. And then early access to all merch. So all merch going forward, you will have a preview of and or just get. Like if you are in that level that month, and I don't know, my new shirts come out, I'm going to ask you what size you are and you're getting a shirt. So that is what that level is. Right now, I only have it open to one person a month. Again, because I'm still working on merch and I don't know how like shipping and stuff is going to look. So let me catch up on these really quickly and then I'll take any questions if you have. So what 11s? Yeah. Kiss assing my way from basic to moderator. Yep. Doesn't take much. MGM UA was so great with those big boxes. The Hunger and 9.5 weeks are the 2 I have. So I had Poltergeist already. Did you see this when I showed it off earlier? Yeah, Deckard, you were here. So now I have 2. So I have part 1 and part 2. I think those are the only 2 big boxes I own. And I love the Poltergeist franchise, so I am not mad. Is there a big box for 3? If there is, that is a grail. Any copy of Poltergeist 3 is a grail. You stay right there, precious baby. Okay, so those are the YouTube membership levels. I wanted to make it that everyone got as much stuff as possible. Before it was just too complicated and stupid. So I'm sorry if you were a member and you got deleted, but I think I should just shut up now and gift some memberships. So let me go over here. I have to like go to my YouTube video from a different page to do it. Come on. Come on. Live. I'm live right now. Oh yeah, also hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button so that I So so I'm liked. Let's see. This membership gifting. Gift 5. You have 10 memberships left to gift this month. Well, I'm going to gift 5 right now. And what do you think about that? Okay, who's getting him? Who's getting him? Who's getting him? Hayden, RJ, Yaz, Pauline, everyone. These are all my Patreon people. These are all Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake. I feel like every time one of these gets gifted, you get it. I'm glad. So I think it picks randomly based on whoever interacts with my pages the most, maybe, and it randomly selects from that. So that's the first 5. I'm gonna see if it lets me just do the next 5 right away. It should. Gift 5 right now. Pew. I'm wasting no time. So the memberships I just mentioned, I believe it gifts level 2. So everyone that's winning one of these right now is going to be in the star level. And I'll read off those perks again. So everyone that just got gifted, Krista, Melissa, Dark Stride, Andy, Ryan, congratulations. You all have next month, the whole month of March, the loyalty badges, custom emojis, the welcome message, shout outs in every video I do for this entire month, access to my Discord server, members only polls. You tell me what to watch and what have you, or what to pull over from Patreon, because I'll pull stuff over that's already watched on Patreon and I'll edit it for you guys for YouTube. Also, members only watch parties. We'll do at least 1, probably 2 of those this month. Members only videos, chats, premieres, early access to most of my videos, and a discount on any merch that I put out. You all have that. You all have that now for the next month. So I hope you enjoy. And thank you all for being here and doing that. Now. Hey, now. Sorry, don't do that. The next thing is Patreon. The big difference between YouTube and Patreon, and I almost made this very complicated for no reason for myself. YouTube is all my edited stuff, short, sweet, edited, with the funny little blips here and there and whatever. And I can do reviews. We do our watch parties. All of that is YouTube. Most of my stuff is YouTube, like variety wise. Patreon is for the full length reactions where you hit play at the same time as me. We watch the movie together. And that's also where you make movie requests. So a lot of the requests that get made on Patreon, after I watch them, that's what I edit for you for YouTube. So it's not like a movie poll where you can vote on a movie. It literally is, watch this movie, James. And I say, yes, okay, I will. And then I watch that movie. So that's what the big difference is. So YouTube is most of my stuff edited, and then Patreon is the full length. Having said that, I'm going to go over the levels of Patreon, and then I'm giving you a code, a join code for Patreon for 25% off 2 of the levels. One of the levels is $1, and that's the same. So I didn't do it on that one. Maybe I should have. I'm sorry. But levels 2 and 3 for Patreon will have a 25% discount, and I'm going to give you the code at the end. The sale is already active, but I'll give you the code in a second, because you have to type in the code and then it discounts the thing. It's fine. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Okay. All right. So we did the YouTube. I love the, okay, I'm going to give myself some credit. I really like the names that I picked for my levels and my tiers and stuff. Like, I'm very proud of that. And the pictures, the visuals on Patreon lets you have more like creative control with how your tier looks and is advertised. And so it's got custom art from one of my favorite Etsy artists, who I can't find on Etsy anymore, so I think she's done. But Snarky and Sage. So each tier has a different like picture from her, which is amazing. And then I'm very proud of the little blips that I created for each one. I'm sorry, I'm very proud. I put a lot of effort. My OCD put a lot of effort into making the tiers look pretty. So at least go look at them, and then you can just leave, but just look at them. So these are the tiers. Did you hear about the Creep tapes? It's super good. Oh, I want to watch those. I wanted to do all my found footage movies and the Creep tapes for Found Footage February, and like time I'm surprised I got as many movies done as I did, but that was not an option. So if not for next Found Footage February, then maybe just at some point I'm gonna watch them. They're short episodes too. Um, Patreon, full length movie requests. Um, these are the levels, the tiers. They're called tiers on Patreon. The first one's called the opening kill. It's a picture of Casey Becker. This gets you access to my Discord server. So same thing as YouTube membership. So you can join one or the other. It's the same thing, the same price. For the same whatever. YouTube probably gives you more because there's the emojis and the badges and whatever, but you get access to my Discord server. You get Patreon specific movie polls. So on YouTube, it's, which of these movies should I edit for you and watch next? Or what, maybe what franchise should I rank next? What movie should I do a review on? Like that's the kind of polls you'll get for YouTube. Patreon will be very specifically what full length movie should I react to next, and you tell me, and I'll do it. Again, usually one will fall into the other. So if I do a request from Patreon and I like the movie, I will edit it down for YouTube, which is actually happening very soon because I got a request from Paige for Freaky. So I watched Freaky. It's on Patreon, but I put up a couple polls like, what movie should I take from Patreon and edit for YouTube? And I think Freaky is winning right now. That's the opening kill. That's level 1. Patreon. Level 2 is the legacy character. It's a picture of Sydney. This is access to all of my full-length reactions, including this thing I have called the archive. I have a collections playlist in Patreon called the archive, and it's full-length reactions that were not meant to be full-length reactions, meaning I probably say something and then I say it again to make it to sound better. I could be burping. I don't know. I probably have to go to the bathroom. Maybe like I don't know what I'm doing. And I didn't rewatch these. I just like chopped the beginning, chopped the end, and then put and then said here. So I'm probably someone said that like I had like my crack was out or something, one of them. So like these things happen, but those are in the archive. You get access to that too. I shouldn't have. That sounds gross. I want to wait. Plus, you still get the Discord to get the other stuff. Shout outs in the videos, just like before. I think that's it. It's funny because I'm looking at this and it's not the correct list. So I'm like, what? Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, I can show you. Look. So like opening kill is Casey, and this is art from Snarky and Sage, and then it's like Sydney. The next one's the badass, and that's Sigourney. Her face is kind of cut off, but so the badass, you get everything I just listed. You get the access to all of my full length things. I have a photo gallery. You get the movie polls, Discord, text shout outs, everything. But the badass gets one exclusive full length movie request. So the movie request is presented in full length format, like it's a full length request. But again, it'll probably end up on YouTube as long as I like the movie. But I will watch whatever movie you tell me. There's a little list of disclaimers, but I send that to you when you're a member of that thing. Savenya, is that how you pronounce your name? That's beautiful. Hello, I enjoy your content. Thank you. That's very nice of you. What was out? None of your business, Hayden. Hey, Atomic. Sorry, it's a song. Okay. Next level on Patreon is the Party Girl. I think we know who this is. I actually had this custom made. If Derek is here, Adam's here. Custom made by this artist to make totes for my friends. So the first time we ever went on like a trip together, all of us, I had these totes with Linda from Halloween and her quote written on the side. So this is everything I just mentioned, but instead of one movie request, you get 2. I actually had a lot of people who were saying, I want to request another movie faster. I don't want to have to just do one a month. Like, can I do 2? And so I literally created a whole new tier just for that. So it is 2 movie requests in the same month by the same person. And that's the Party Girl. The next one is the Dreamer. I actually made this one specifically for River, but it's open right now. River, I don't think has claimed it yet. it's only one per month because this is asking, each one asks for more and more, time of me. But the Dreamer is everything I said before, but instead of one or two movie reactions, it's not three movies, but it's a limited series or show with 3 episodes or less. So if it's, like if someone wanted me to watch It, like It from the 90s, Stephen King's It, the OG, that's a 2-part like limited series technically, right? So it's like a 3-hour movie if you set the full thing. That could be that. Right now I'm watching Dracula from Netflix. That's a 3-parter. I watched Are You Afraid of the Dark, the reboot series. I watched Rose Red because that was 3 parts. So all of that's on Patreon. You don't only get access to those, but you can request one. Jake, hello, Jake. Jake and I chat. Jake has a channel too, a YouTube channel. He posts cool edits. I think he's gonna start doing reviews soon. Okay, now the top one is called The Final Girl, and it is Laurie Strode with the knife. The Final Girl I'm still playing around with, but it's basically an extended version of like the top level that was on YouTube. So it's everything I just said again. This has a customized care package. So it's like a merch, like a collection of merch and stuff from me to just say thank you for being this member. It's one per member. So if you stay like month after month after month for the other perks, you would still just have gotten the one welcome basket. But again, if new merch comes in, this is the level that would get it first. It's more prominent on YouTube, but either way. You get 2 movie requests. So you still get your 2 movie requests and a live watch party request. So that's what differentiates all these different levels is do you want to request a movie? Do you want to request 2 movies? Do you want to request a limited series? Or do you want like a couple movies and a watch party? And the watch party would be on YouTube. So I want to find the code now because we're not gifting. I'm sorry. I already gifted my memberships. I gifted 10 memberships. We are going to have a 25% off sale and there's a code. And I want to show you the code and tell you the code and type in the code here. And if you do decide you want to do a Patreon level, some of the levels will have a 25% discount. I feel like I'm just, I forgot. Is that like an ADHD thing when you repeat yourself a lot? This bitch. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I left myself notes because I knew I'd forget some stuff. Okay, so right now, 25% off Patreon. My Patreon link is in the description down below. Go for it if you want to. It is A as an apple, 69, A as an apple, 5. So it is apple 69 A5. That is the code. I'm going to put it here. Patreon 25% off code. Can I pin that? Yes. There. Love technology. But yeah, so that is, I'm sorry that took so long, but that's my breakdown of all the membership levels, the YouTube, the membership levels on YouTube, the membership tiers on Patreon. And we gifted 10 memberships and we're doing a sale. We're having fun. Getting Patreon account soon. Yay! I love also just having Patreon. I'll bounce over to people I don't even follow. Like I follow them, but like as a free, you can be a free member too. And what I do is I will stay a free member or I'll be like the $1. A lot of them have like I even have one. It's a $1. You can see the posts, but they're blurry. But you can see the title. So let's say Nick Says Boo, because of course Nick Says Boo, I'm on his Patreon. I'm actually on his Patreon. If you are on Nick Says Boo's Patreon, we did a movie reaction together. We watched a movie. It's like one of his latest videos. Sorry. Anyway, I'll bounce over if I'm not a member. Like I'll be a member, then not, then whatever. And I'll wait until something pops up that I'm like, oh, I really want to watch that. Then I'll become a member for that month. I'll watch that and a couple other videos. And then if it, whatever, it's fine. Should I screenshot so I can remember the code? I'm going to leave it here. And I believe I posted it in the description too. I could be mistaken. If I didn't put it in the description, I'm keeping it pinned at the top of the chat. So that's the code, or I'll send it to you later on Instagram. But how we went over movies. I opened merch. Phil is my new best friend. We changed friends tonight. I went over the new book for book club. What are y'all doing? What are y'all watching? What's everyone watching and doing? I've been talking so much. Like, shut up. Shut up, James. Oh, what's everyone drinking too? This is watered down Arizona iced tea. I water down drinks that are not water. So like if I want a ginger ale, I'll have like it's like 40% ginger ale, 60% water. I don't know why my brain works that way. Like it prolongs it. Is it like a poor person thing where my brain is like, you'll have it for longer? I don't know. Jake is also drinking iced tea. I have the ginseng, ginseng green tea, Arizona iced tea, with water. It's midnight here, so my ass is in bed. Oh gosh. Got the boyfriend to watch Practical Magic earlier. Oh, had you not seen it before? Midnight there, damn. Well, good thing I did this earlier then. I usually do these later in case someone's in like California, Kai. End up 3 hours behind. He's not in California, but like the West Coast. Oh, is this first time? How do you like it? I hadn't seen. I'm obsessed with. I love Sandra Bullock. So I remember watching Practical Magic back in the day, and I hadn't seen it for like 20 years. And then Karen and I watched it. I was like, this was adorable. That's why I love Sandra Bullock. Binge watching your videos because Krista, I just recently found your channel. I love it here. Oh my God, Krista, thank you. That's sweet. Oh, also, Krista, thank you for making a comment that made me go this way. I mean, this chin can go away, but this looks okay. Thank you. The reason I'm not having like drinks is I'm trying to like lose the chins and whatever. I'm so confused by the way it goes from cutesy witchy to murder to romance to exorcism, but he liked it. Yeah, no, like the 90s were good for you're gonna get everything and the kitchen sink. My nose itches so much. I'm sorry. It's very dry in here. Okay, so Hayden, now you basically are just, I don't know, you president of Shut Up James? Like, are you my boss now? Thanks. Thank you. My gosh. What else are we watching? Anyone else here watching Dracula, or has anyone here else watched that Dracula show that was on Netflix? It was just 3 episodes. I remember hearing about it. I want that job offer in writing. I'm typing it up as we speak, Aiden. Damn. Ooh. David, hello. Ooh, excuse me as I die. David's here, everyone. Oh, Sarah. Oh, I did say hi to Sarah. I see this. I love that. So many people's names, and I'm like, hello. I keep forgetting to say hi. Watch the first video. Need to watch the others. Hey, don't die. I'll try. I haven't heard of. Oh, wait. For Dracula. So, okay, because there's so many renditions of Dracula, and I don't care for vampire things. Like, I don't care. Also, this cat is holding. I'm sorry, this ghost is holding a cat, but I always think quickly that it's holding a machine gun. Anyway, I don't enjoy vampire things. I don't care about Dracula. I did not see Nosferatu. Come for me, come for me, come for me. Is the Patreon Party Girl tier monthly or ongoing? Monthly. So like every month you'd get 2 requests. But then let's say you wanted to stop, you would just go back to Badass or something else. Yay, Sec, thank you. I can't pin I can't like highlight your message. I'm not doing through StreamYard, but I would if I could. Let go. Oh my gosh. Hello, how have you been, darling? It's been so long. You know what? Because we haven't done the like trivia night in a long time. I will do a trivia. We'll do like a members only trivia night soon. Ow. And for that, I'll just do all the members. I know I said that watch parties would be level 2, but like a trivia night is trivia. That's fun. That's every member of YouTube will be a part of that. Oh yeah, any questions about the Patreon and the YouTube memberships and how those work, let me know. I just did the most boring rundown Lego of all my memberships and levels and tiers. I did gift some. I'm sad you didn't win one, but if I could do more, I would. Like if I could just gift like 20 or 30 memberships, I would, but they cut you off. It's like 10 a month. Um, wasn't a fan of that Dracula, but I'm so intrigued by the version. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I keep like going off on these tangents. It's been a day. The Dracula. I don't like Dracula, don't care. Blah, 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 blah. Don't look at the chat. So I get distracted. Rivercrest Fallen requested the Dracula 2020 Netflix show. It's 3 episodes. Each episode's a full-length movie. Each episode's 90 minutes long. Episode 1, loved. I was like, this is crazy that I don't like Dracula. I don't care. No interest. Vampires, it plays out more like a paranormal, it's like paranormal psychological horror, which obviously the other Draculas are too. Like it's a lot of mind games and stuff, but they do it very well here. Jump scares all work. And it's also like a body horror movie. Like it's more horrific and less like the romance of it all. Episode 2 took my already like shattered expectations and like flipped them 5 times over. Like I was screaming at the end of episode 2. So definitely check it out. Those episodes are on Patreon. I have to watch episode 3 very soon, as soon as possible. Let me see. Not horror, but you should do a Harry the Spy watch party. Oh, I have not seen that movie in a long time. David, can you send me a message on Instagram and actually say that to me again so I remember? Because that's a very, very, very good idea. Ooh, did you hear that? That was a good one. Let me see. So you join if you have 2 movies for you to watch each month. Yes. Yes. So who is it? Chuck Loaf was requesting movies like rapid fire and was like, I want to do more. Like, because I guess I was watching them at like a decent pace. And he's like, I can't wait. And it was really difficult for us to figure out how to do that. So I created that other tier. So you can do 2 movies in the same month and not have to wait as long. So let's say there's 2 movies you want to watch really bad. You could do them for 1 month and not have to like do one and then wait a month for the second, because you can change your tiers and stuff whenever you want. Let me see. I've never met someone who doesn't like vampires films. Respect. Yeah, no, like me. Jake says about Patreon, how do you know you're not wasting money? Like if you pay and the person doesn't do anything. I think you can report them. Because you can create a Patreon and not be attached to anybody. So that you can just like have an account, but you're not like paying for anything, it's free. If you're following someone on Patreon and you pay for a month and they don't deliver, I think you can file like a thing that says they didn't deliver. Now, for mine, you get the Discord link is always available from the second you sign up. So you can't say I didn't give it to you. And I post movie polls. Oh, like an okay amount. I'm going to do a lot more. Once I change these tiers, I'm like, I'm going to post the Patreon polls a lot more. I was doing them all in Discord, thinking if you had Patreon, you were on my Discord, but there's people who don't have both or don't care. Like I wouldn't have had a Discord if, half of y'all didn't say like, get a Discord, you dumb bitch. And then for movie request, I think I put it in the description for the tier. It's like 4 to 6 weeks. It's no more than 6 weeks until I can get your request, but I think I changed it to 4 because if you request a movie, I can watch it within the next 4 weeks. So I'll watch it and post it. And then regardless, I will say this is important because people have asked me this. Let's say you join for a month and then you you join for the month, you pay for it, you get the request, and then you leave before the month is over and the request isn't posted yet. I post a direct link to you that you will have access to. That's the direct YouTube link. So even if you're no longer a Patreon member, if you paid for your level and made your request, you get a direct link regardless. You don't need to stay a member like the next month or whatever to watch, your movie. Sorry. That was like a thing that happened. Like someone's like, oh, I requested it, but now the month is over, blah, blah, blah. And I was always sending a direct link. So interesting. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. David, thank you. Will do. Send me that message. how I received the Discord link. Oh, so if you did Patreon, click on the collections tab. The very first collection will say catalog and Discord. When you click on that collection, you get 2 posts. The first one is a couple of my direct links, but it's also a little link, a little file that's my full video catalogs. When you open it, it's in alphabetical order. You can see every movie I've watched, and it tells you if I have it on YouTube or Patreon or both. I'm very OCD and organized. The second post in that collection is the Discord link, and you click it and just say, yes, I accept the invitation, and then you should have access to all of my things on Discord. Let me know if that doesn't work. But I tried to make it as cute as possible. Vampires can be good in films, but sometimes they just suck. Sex sees it. Yes. I love organization. What's everyone else watching? What are we doing? What do we see? Oh, The Monkey. Anyone here seen The Monkey? We went to go see it the weekend it came out. And I will listen to your thoughts. Because I have some thoughts. But I want to hear your thoughts if you've seen it. If you haven't, then I'll just yap. I'll tell you what I thought. I don't want to ruin anything. My God, I want to see The Monkey so bad. So, okay. I feel like I've said this 1,000 times. I'll say it once more. I won't elaborate. I won't grab the tape. Like, we don't have time. But there's a movie from the 80s called The Devil's Gift. It is based on the same short story by Stephen King, but this movie is like straight to VHS, like filmed on a camcorder. Can't find it anywhere. I had to buy the German release of the movie on DVD to get a copy of this because I wanted a physical copy. I'm a physical copy queen. And there's a bonus feature on the German version, and the bonus feature is the English original version. So that's how I have. What's that? That's how I have the movie. I love it. Anyway, that is based on the same short story that The Monkey is based on. So The Monkey is basically a oh my gosh, what is it? Like a modern, I look at it as like a modern remake of that movie, The Devil's Gift from the 80s. Having said that, it is that. It very much is that. Toy Monkey is evil. In the original version, it's chimes, but I think, was it like Disney owns the rights to a chime? Like, it's weird. So they had to do drums instead, but it's usually the little chime thingy. When it closes, it's chime thingies. And the first one, someone dies, and it's usually some random way. It's almost like a Final Destination precursor. So when they announced the new movie, The Monkey, I was so excited because it's basically the same thing, but with elaborate over-the-top deaths. I will say the deaths are cool. You don't see most of them coming, which is cute. A lot of them are actually in the trailer. And the idea of the monkey is great, and the movie looks great. It's just very, and I wanted like a fun horror movie, and that's what it's trying to be, but it's the fun is more, it's like a dry, dark humor. And it stays so dry for so long that by the time we got to the last, but the third act, not even like the second half of the movie, I was like, okay, like I'm getting a little like it. I'm laughing a little bit, but a lot of the jokes are not landing. One or two of the actors are bad. But cool deaths. The monkey looked great. I don't think it's worth skipping. I think it is very interesting and weird and good. Am I missing anything? SOV, you say? What did I say? I forgot. Do you have the physical copy there with you? Of The Devil's Gift? Of which one? Of the one I said I wasn't gonna get? I'll get it. I love showing it off. I post on Instagram too. Disney owns everything these days. Yeah, they do. I stay dry for so long too sometimes. Oh my God, my brain just like totally spaced. But yes. My brain is like shutting off like in real time. Kara, is that you? You're interesting and good too. Kara's here, everyone. So the most famous person, I'm sorry, the two most famous people on my channel, because I'm not number one. Tyler is exceptionally famous, and it's Kara. This is the Kara, right? Wait, I think it's picture you. It's so small. The most famous person on my channel is Kara, and we watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, together. I had a great time. We watched Practical Magic. So Hayden, you were saying you just watched that with your boyfriend. We watched Practical Magic. I had a jawline still, so I love that reaction. And then we just did Gremlins a couple months ago, and I think we're gonna do. Oh, Kara, you're here. Kara says, I'm honored to be second to a dog held together. You be nice to Tyler. You son of a bitch. I was thinking the next movie we'd watch, I Hate You, is Monster Squad. I think I said that we were going to watch that last year and we didn't, but acting like you don't have a jawline. I know. Hayden is the resident complimenter so that I don't kick him out. I think you mean Monsters Inc. That'd actually be a great reaction. Could be worse. Could be a duct tape pup. Y'all be nice to Tyler. He doesn't move much anymore, but he is handsome and he breathes and he eats and he sleeps and he poops. So, oh my gosh. Gremlins 2. Oh, we definitely have to watch Gremlins 2. Maybe we'll do Gremlins 2 in the summer and then I can kidnap you and we can do Monster Squad in the fall or something. Thank you, Jake. I had forgotten. Because that one, the first one was fun. Just making up for Chance's server the other night. Hayden, yeah, what happened? My God. Hayden went off in Chance's House of Horror. So if you're not actually following Chance, you should follow Chance as well. And I mean, it was funny. Like it's fun. We have fun. You know, we have fun. And then it got almost not fun. And it looked like you had gotten kicked, and I was like, "What happened?" But you just like deleted yourself by accident. Kara says Gremlins is in Tyler. Gremlins is in Tyler. Tyler is in Gremlins 5. Am I dyslexic? It'd be fun. It'd be a fun little character trait that I can add to my personality. Less horror and more comedy, but it's good. That's fine. For Gremlins 2. Pup looks a lot like Tyler, but I assume she's a little younger, maybe. So I love. Yeah, Tyler's gonna be 18 in a couple months. Over caffeinated, Hayden. No, girl, don't do that. What was I even talking about? Yeah, he can vote. Oh yeah, he drives a car, not very well. I was about the monkey before. That's what it was. But yeah, what else is out? What else has? I want to joke, Karen, and say that Tyler would be a Republican, but I don't think that's true. Like one of those like the self-hating gays that votes against their own rights. I don't think he would do it though. Oh my gosh, the monkey. What did people think of Nosferatu? I didn't watch it, and I probably won't. Again, I don't like Dracula or vampires. How? That's fun. What else is? I feel like Moses and I saw some stuff. Oh, we started watching Companion. We watched the first hour, and then it was like 1:00 in the morning, so we turned it off and went to bed. We haven't finished the movie since then, but that was good. The first hour was really good. I'm watching Severance. Oh, which has like 1.5 scary scenes, which is a lot. That is a lot for you. Kara doesn't watch scary movies. So Gremlins was actually, to me, that was very like creepy creature featurey. So I'm surprised you did that one. Elvira had like its practical effects and stuff. Monster Squad, I don't know. I've never seen it. If it leans more monstery, if it leans more comedy. So, in due time, I'm excited to find out. Let me see. I was going to watch Nosferatu, but the design turned me off. I see the design is what interested me because I need something new at this point, which is why the Netflix show is good because it's different. It takes the story you thought you knew and it's like, but it's actually like this without being pretentious about it. Dracula is pretentious. He's a little asshole, but the show is not. It does not treat the audience like an idiot, and I appreciate that. Haven't watched it yet, but sure that I want to. So I also really don't care about vampires. Oh, so I think you'll like it if you also don't care about vampires. It was just like the dramatic beats worked. The story went in directions I wasn't expecting. There was a brief time in the 80s comedy about small humanoid. Yes. Oh, I own Critters, all those movies. I've never seen them. Did not like Nosferatu. It's my truth. Not into hysterical women. Oh, okay. That's the thing is I don't care about the lusty romance of everything. Like that. That's not like the character arc or emotional arc or whatever that I'm going to be attracted to. So immediately I'm removed, and then you make the monster like barely be around, and I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't the Netflix show is good. The Netflix show is good. I'm gonna use the restroom in a second, but let me see. Also, Monster Squad is a good film. Period. Good. We'll watch that. I just finished the Ghoulies franchise. Oh, I'd heard about those. I haven't. Are those the ones that come out of the toilet in the poster? I'm like a poster kind of person. I remember like the visuals, but yeah, the series sounds interesting. I was talking about Nosferatu. Oh, okay, sorry. And Critters is about Tyler. Yes, Critters. He was a star back in his day, back in 18 years ago. Bill Skarsgård, however you spell it, is oddly typecast as horrible creatures. It works. Everyone. I've heard people say he's ugly in real life, and I'm like, he's not. You're stupid. Ask me some questions or talk amongst yourselves. Don't forget to use the Patreon link for 25% off. I have to use the restroom. Isn't it fun walking away from a live stream because you drink water all day long? He was in Boy Kills World last year, underrated. We watched some of that, and I remember seeing that it looked interesting, but then we watched like the first half, and we're like, I don't think we want to finish that. Top 3. Oh, Sarah asks top 3 found footage movies. I haven't seen Rec yet. The original is a Spanish film that Quarantine is based on, but I'm going to say Quarantine is up there for found footage for me. I'm thinking of rewatchability because like Lake Mungo really creeped me out. Blair Witch is classic. Like Hell House LLC, like those first 2 movies I watched, those are good, but they're not like they wouldn't be at the top. Creep was really good, so maybe Creep. What else have I watched? What else have I watched, you guys? The Tunnel was good. As Above, So Below, I haven't seen in a while. VHS was fine. I shouldn't have said that because I haven't posted the reaction yet, but it's okay. I'm thinking what I watched I watched Hell House 2 this year alone. Hell House 2, Poughkeepsie Tapes, VHS, Horror in the High Desert. There was a 5th one. What did I watch? Hayden says Hot Take Blair Witch is overrated. I hear a lot of people say that, and that's probably why I haven't watched it in so long. But we did the live watch party a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, this was a lot of fun. Like this was very enjoyable. Like I remember the hype. Like it made me nostalgic remembering the hype. And I watched with my nephew, and he actually liked it too. One more thing about Boy Kills World. There's a twist toward the end that makes the movie heartwarming. Maybe someday we'll finish it. Poughkeepsie Tapes was insane. They need to bring. Oh, you know what? I'll say my favorite. So my favorite sub genre, because there's horror and there's found footage, and let's say mockumentary. The mockumentary is the ones I like the most. Quarantine worked for me, even though it wasn't really a mockumentary because it was just staged perfectly. But it's from the same brothers who did the Poughkeepsie Tapes, so they know how to put together a mockumentary. So that's why Quarantine worked for me. That's why like Mungo worked. Might be one of the reasons I prefer Hell House LLC 1 over 2. I think 2 had more jump scares, but 1 was more interesting because of the actual mockumentary, whatever situation. Hey, Mike, bomb. Wow. It took me a second to replace the X with an O. Wow. I'm struggling, like big struggling. I have not answered your question yet, though. I really don't. Quarantine. Oh. What are some other found footage films? I need you guys to list them. Hellas LLC definitely had the better crew. Very enjoyable characters. Yeah, like one, the main guy was Alex, was a bad actor in part 1. It was the only one that I was like, you are a bad actor in real life. Like you're acting badly. I can tell you're reading lines. And he pops up in part 2 a little bit, right? But and he's bad in part 2, the little bit that he's there. But I enjoyed watching them, and they introduced it in such a way, like the mockumentary, as being like I was super interested. Where's this going to go? And they would give you like little plot twists here and there. Lake Mungo is really good at that. It does take maybe like 10 minutes before like anything. It's very slow in the beginning. Everyone's talking like, oh, and then we went to the lake, and then her dead body was like, it's very that. But after like 10 minutes, I was like hooked, and we were good with Lake Mungo. But I'm not sure if it has much rewatchability for me because I know where it goes, and also it's creepy. What other ones? Oh, you know what? There's more questions, I think, in that Not Gonna Lie thing. Let me look there. I'll check it one more time. For anyone that joined, I already gave away the 10 memberships. I'm sorry, but there is a link pinned at the top of the chat for 25% off my Patreon for certain levels. So if you want full like movie reactions or to make a movie request, it's 25% off. I forgot why I picked up my phone. That's fine. Legit. The Not Gonna. Dios mío. What's a modern movie VHS? Answer that. Best and worst boutique. Oh, I answered that one. How does it feel to be an elderly twink? Fantastic. You know, like I've lived several lives. Son of a bitch. Oh, is that it? Cute. So you answered the other ones before. Tony. Hi, Tony. Well, how much is Creep going for, Mike? You mean like well, like DVDs or Blu-rays or? Well, I think because the show became so popular. I guess it was like it's like Shudder's most watched show or something was the Creep Tapes. So everyone was like watching. Ghost Watch is great. Oh, I've heard of that one. Oh, and you know another one I have. I don't know. Well, it's not really a mockumentary. Never mind. But I've heard of Ghost Watch. I do want to watch that one. Someone request it, please. There's like a fake broadcast, almost like Late Night with the Devil, which that was a good found footage, right? I guess that's kind of that kind of film. It's that same vein, but it's called like Halloween WNUF Halloween Special. I want to watch that. I found it on DVD at like Goodwill for 99 cents. So I bought it, but I haven't seen it. Tony says I should react to Freddy vs. Jason. I've actually seen all those movies like a million times. I will say, and what I'm trying to do, because I don't want to say definitely and then not get to do this, but my goal for this Halloween is to have Patreon flooded with my full length reactions to the entire Halloween franchise by October. Like they would trickle in, because I love the Halloween franchise and I've seen them all many times. Most of them many times. There are a few in there that I hate and they are insufferable. I listed Halloween Resurrection earlier as one of the worst movies ever made, but I will watch it for you, and then and eventually those will get edited for down for YouTube. But I've already seen those. The reason I say that is because I think if that works, if it's possible, then I want to do the same thing for Friday the 13th. Maybe like pick every year is like a full, like I pick a franchise and I binge that franchise, whether I've seen it before or not. So like Child's Play would be another one. My goal for this year is Halloween. I should react to Megan is Missing because it's kind of like the Poughkeepsie tapes. Oh, I heard about that. I heard it's bleak, like Poughkeepsie tapes. Oh, if someone requests that, because if you request it, I'm gonna watch it immediately on Patreon. But or save it for next year and I can watch it, for found footage and stuff. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Oh, I love that movie. And I didn't see the twist coming. I mean, I was young when it came out. It was 20 something years ago, whatever. When that was that really 20 something years ago? I think it's 20 years ago when that movie came out. And people were like, "Oh, I saw the ending coming, like the twisty twist." I did not see the twisty twist. And I don't want to say what the twisty twist was in case you forgot what the twisty twist was, or if it wasn't even a twisty twist to you because you knew it was coming, but I did not know it was coming. Ow. And that movie is so good. I have is it Shout Factory? I think Shout Factory has a release. I have their thing. Blair Witch Project is scary as hell. It is very creepy. I just love that it feels very real. Like it feels like you have the same anxieties as the people in the movie. And then by the time it ends, you're just kind of like, huh, what? And it just kind of leaves you like, what the frick? So whether it like is jump scary or not, or whatever, it still is like haunting, like it lingers. I did a members only live watch party like 2 weeks ago. If you remember, if you are a member, you can watch it. Ow. But I think it's good. Yeah, I like Blair Witch Project. There's I think, is it Second Sight? We mentioned Second Sight before. I think they have a Blair Witch release. Might be a steelbook. Late Night with the Devil is recent found footage horror film. If you're curious, Jake, I've already watched it. It's on the channel from last spring, and the full length version is on Patreon. It's not 20 years old. Hush. No, numbers don't. No. Shh, yeah. 1 + 1, 90. I don't know. It came out last year. Gosh, I think it was 2006 or 7. It's disgusting. Paranormal Activity. What the fuck did I just say? Paranormal Activity is good, but the sequels suck. I remember. I'd have to watch those again too, because I remember the first. I remember 1 and 3. I think I liked them all. I remember 2 being not as good as 1, but then 3 being better than both of them. And then I remember enjoying the marked ones, but I never watched. Is 4, 5, and the Next of Kin? I've seen parts of Next of Kin, but I didn't watch the other sequels. Let me see. Looking on your Patreon, but did you do a reaction to the first Sleepaway Camp? I did a reaction to the first Sleepaway Camp, but I did it before. Did I do it before? I did it before. What's it called? Before I did full length reactions, like before I did had a Patreon and like put the full. So when I used to film a movie reaction, I filmed it to be edited. So I would say things multiple times. Like I could be like, I'm picking my nose. Like I made it to be chopped down and would do multiple takes of things. Like if I said something I thought was funny, I'd go, oh, and I'd say it again. Like it's like borderline staged. Like I'm watching the movie for real for the first time, but I was kind of mentally thinking of what's going to work for YouTube. That's the old stuff. The new stuff is start to finish my reaction, just genuine, whatever, the good, the bad, the ugly. but I had filmed the first Sleepaway Camp to be edited. So I could post it to the archive though. So there's a collection called The Archive. That is my it's a couple of, because it's not all of them. It's a few of the full-length reactions that were not meant to be full-length reactions. So again, I'm probably picking my nose, I'm probably burping. I don't know if I'm taking like a sip of like I'm dribbling on myself. I don't know, but that's what's happening in those videos because they were meant to be edited. If you remind me, message me on Patreon, on here, wherever, and remind me, or a Discord even, and I will try to make that the next one I put in the archive. I don't even usually check the movie. Like I'll check to make sure that the timestamps match, but I'm not looking for like if I did, I would take out me picking my nose. But so apologies for whatever is happening. I hope I'm not farting in any of them. Can you imagine? But I'll check for Sleepaway Camp. I'm pissed because I did notice, I forgot which movie it was. Was it My Bloody Valentine? One of the movies that I wanted to pull for the archive, the full length file doesn't exist. Like it's not saved with in my hard drive. Like I either didn't or I lost it or something, so I can't even pull it over to the hard drive. So sorry, archive. So some of these reactions kind of can't go backwards, which sucks. Does it even make any sense? God, like my brain is like literally stroking out as we speak. My watered down iced tea is gone. Have you ever reacted to Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake? I've seen that movie so many times. I love it. It's the best horror remake, and it kicked off the original. Yes, 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 and yes. I saw that movie in theaters because I was in high school. I watched it many times on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray now. There is no 4K that I know of. Love, love, love. Did I get that on tape? No, I want that on tape. Love, love, love. And then I love the prequel. We actually did a live watch party. It's funny, Chance's House of Horrors. So if you're not already following Chance as well, Chance's House of Horrors. Chance was doing a live watch party to the remake. So oh no, I already had it planned, I think. It just worked out perfectly. I did a watch party the same week to the prequel because I love the prequel. I think it's underrated. And then after that, it kind of everything goes whatever. And Jessica Biel is so gorgeous, very pretty. They had to put her in a tank top and make it rain. You know, it was 2003. The Lost World over there. It's my favorite movie. Oh yes, I went to Orlando studios with my sister in November, and it like reignited my love of the older Universal movies, especially the Jurassic Park films. And I already had these tapes, but they were in the closet. Like I had my display was all horror, and then once we came back, I was like, no, like Mummy Returns, Jurassic Parks 1, 2, and 3. Even though the third is silly, it's got some good action sequences, and I still like it. It's exceptionally lackluster most of the time, but I like it. Terribly directed, but I like it. The ending is so boring, but I like it. Is Texas Chainsaw 2006 prequel with Jordana Brewster? Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, also loved her and Devon Sawa, but mostly her being in Heart Eyes. Like, being in something and being in something fun. Probably one of her best performances was in Heart Eyes, in my opinion. You can tell JP3 isn't a Spielberg film. Oh, very much. It's Joe Johnston, which is crazy because he's the guy who did Jumanji. But Jurassic Park 3, most of the time, looks and sounds cheap. It's crazy. Some of the action sequences are like the best of the franchise, like the Velociraptor chase in that building, whatever, and with the cages and stuff. The Spinosaurus fight mostly is cool, the one in the water. Uh, but you also have like the plane crash scene when the Spinosaurus shows up, which is the cheapest like TV movie looking direction. And you went from the first two movies, so what you want about the second movie, but the dinosaurs were intimidating, like they were scary. You were afraid of them. The third one's like Spinosaurus go raw, goofy, pew pew, and I was like, no, thank you. Yeah, but Spielberg movies don't look cheap, is what I was trying to say, in a lot more words. It's had to hark on JP3 because the Spino is my favorite dino. The Spinosaurus is supposed to be in the new Jurassic World Rebirth. I guess several Spinosaurus, but they look different, and I guess people were getting mad on like online and social media because it looks obviously they've learned what the Spinosaurus looked like. Like they every movie goes based off of the knowledge they have at that time. So back then, that's what they thought it was, like what it looked like, and now they're like, it probably looked more like this, and it looks more like a big lizard thing, and people were kind of mad. Jurassic Park 3 was the worst of the franchise, though still cool at times for a while until Jurassic World trilogy. Oh yeah, no, it was definitely the worst of the three. At the time, because the franchise died after that. They were like, I think we're done now. Because each movie came out 3 years apart, and after 3, they're like, we're good. Then Jurassic World came out. I did like Jurassic World a lot. I thought it was a lot of good ideas put together in a cohesive, fun, crazy blockbuster action movie way. Loved. Fallen Kingdom, I liked a lot. I thought it was a good story, and it was very well directed, and the action sequences were great. It just was too up and down tonally, because it goes from slapstick humor to like some of the craziest action sequences. And so I'm like, I'm scared in the action sequence, but then I'm being pulled out of that by a joke that's not landing, like it's weird. It also felt like two movies. The first half of the movie is on the island and the second half is not. And the first half of that movie could have been an entire movie. But that's kind of what it sounds like Jurassic World Rebirth is going to be, where they like go back to the island to do a mission. So I'm excited for that. Let me see. Funny enough, there's a bunch of really bad found footage dinosaur movies. Stop. Send me some names. It's shocking the Jurassic World franchise hasn't gotten to space. Yeah, wait, never mind. Wait, Dino Human Cross DNA. Space is next. Especially with Elon Musk running the country. I'm going to keep picking this up and thinking there's freaking water in it. Remember the babysitter's death in the first Jurassic World? That was kind of messed up. That was messed up. They did her so dirty. Why did they? That like getting eaten alive, like chewed up and eaten alive. That was unkind. For like for the comic relief is basically what she was, and they were like, you will die atrociously in this lighthearted PG-13 film. No, but oh yeah, so Fallen Kingdom was too much of a mixed bag for me. I watched it the one time, and I also cannot watch that scene. We know the scene without bawling, so I can't do it. Like, why would I do that to myself? And I thought I couldn't get more than halfway through Jurassic World Dominion because it was the dumbest, cheapest, messiest, boringest insult of a movie that I could remember having seen in a very long time. And we hated the first hour we watched. I was like, this is so terrible. It's obvious it's a product of COVID too, was filmed during that time. So it suffers the same fate as Scream 5 for me, where the shots are very like stagnant because they probably had this person for this day because they weren't allowed to be in contact with other things were staged differently to accommodate for COVID, and that translates in the final whatever of the movies, where I don't feel like it doesn't feel fluid, it doesn't feel natural, it feels weird. And Dominion was giving that, and it was just giving us like lots of exposition that was uninteresting. And you're giving us like the core 3 back, and they're not even like doing anything the first half of the movie. I'm sure they do later, but I was just disrespected. Oh, and the action sucked. Oh, and that one lady was such a bad actress too. She was terrible. She delivered all her lines like she was reading them backwards. And the action sequences were so grandiose and over the top that they were like uninteresting. Like the action was so big and fast. There was no like weight to it. Anyway, sorry. Apparently I have feelings about it, right? But the new one has Jonathan Bailey, so it'll be fine. Katie McGrath deserved better. The actress who played her, she was in Supergirl. Wait, was that the babysitter? She deserved better. Why did Locust become? That's what I heard, because I remember the movie opens with like this locust scene, and I remember being like, In the trailer, they showed it and it looked cool. When they showed it in the movie, it was lame. Like, the scene was stupid and lame, and I was like, "Okay, was I supposed to" I don't know, like, what was I supposed to feel watching that? It, like, and again, it didn't even look like it was filmed greatly. Like, I don't know, but, I heard that that is, like, the big focus of the movie. Like, of all the scripts we could have written, why did we do that? Um, but anyway, let me see. Scream 5 and 6 had too many survivors, extremely disappointing me. I was glad Scream 5 had a lot of survivors, but in and I was happy Scream 6 did too because I did like part 6, but it does not make sense. Like, they should not everyone's stabbed so many times, especially Chad's stabbings, he probably got stabbed more than anyone else's stabbings combined in that movie. And at the end, he's like, or no, he says core four. He says the core four. Still can't believe the pilot Kayla in Dominion wasn't Goldblum's daughter Kelly. Oh, that would have made so much sense. I was wondering about that connection if that would come into play in the movie. Um, but I didn't even think of that being a thing. I'm glad it's not. You're saying it's not because she was such a terrible actress. I wouldn't want that for her. I'd want the original actress. Does she still act? Horror movies always need stakes and not too many survivors. Yeah. And that's what's missing from the Jurassic Park movies talking about is like the stakes. There's no stakes. I do love a good steak, but there's no stakes. Mm-mm-mm. Well, this is on my little agenda. I think that was it. Any more questions before I bounce? Before I let you guys go and have the rest of your evening? Are there any questions I didn't answer? Ow. Hope Dream 7 doesn't have too many survivors. It's hard to say because it's the same writers who did 5 and 6, but different everything else. So they do love having survivors, but they also listen to fans. Like, I feel like part 6 had a lot of was them responding to criticism from 5. Like, it very much was all the things that bugged me about 5, 6 fixed. So they might, kill everyone. Okay, let me see. Oh, just like a recap, and that's it. So, what's the last movie I just posted? Poughkeepsie Tapes. So this was found footage February. It's over now because it's March 1st, but it's almost over. I have one more for you. So in found footage February, we watched found footage films, and we did 2 watch parties. We did Blair Witch Project and The Tunnel, so those are available for members. The full length found footage reactions are all on Patreon, and then the edited versions for everyone to see. We did Hell House LLC 2, Horror in the High Desert, Ganjiam Haunted Asylum, that's what it was, and the Poughkeepsie Tapes. The Poughkeepsie Tapes is the newest one, and what's coming next will be VHS, the first VHS film. It's a 2-hour movie, so it's taking me a long time to edit. So coming soon is VHS, and the full length of VHS is already on Patreon. Coming next to Patreon, because my Patreon squad voted, so the next full length coming to Patreon is A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. I put a bunch of options, and that's what won. So that'll be coming soon, in the next couple days, probably, to Patreon. Esteban, I don't know. Did you vote? Are you on the Patreon? Wait, Esteban, which one are you on? You're on Patreon. Yeah. Did you vote? I don't know how to I can't tag. I can't tag and make it like, hey, look, there's a poll here. So that's why I think I put it on Discord too. But it sucks. I feel like I'm being annoying tagging everybody. Esteban, you son of a, you probably commented on it and I probably responded to your comment and I still am acting like you didn't see the poll. Jesus Christ. Dream Child is Tyler's stage name. Kara, don't spoil it. That's the plot twist at the end. The movie's not even about Freddy Krueger. It's just Duppa's coming out as Dream Child. Or, Dream Child really coming out as Duppa's, I guess. Did it again. I really want some iced tea. Ridiculous for a single character to survive many, many horror sequels and never die. I'm fine with characters making it through because I feel like it's too obvious that all the characters are going to die. So it's actually more of a surprise when some don't. But they should start to trickle out as the franchise continues to, again, keep the stakes. Um, I like that they established the core four and then kept the core four, but it probably would have had a lot more impact if we did lose Chad in part 6. I find it off that Jo Beth Williams nor Craig T. Nelson ever bring up Poltergeist. Oh, I thought you were going to say, why was she not nominated for all the awards? Because her performance is incredible in those first 2 Poltergeist films. I don't know why they don't. If it has to do with Heather O'Rourke, if it has to do with the production company. I'm guessing that they did not want to come back for part 3, which is why we changed settings and she's with her aunt and uncle and whatever. Or if something happened and they couldn't come back. I don't know what the situation is for them to not talk about it, but Steven Spielberg also won't talk about it. There's no behind the scenes footage of that movie. There's no release that has interviews, no new interviews, no old interviews. Like it devastates me. There just seems to be nothing that exists about Poltergeist, like behind the scenes, the movie. It is a very strange thing. I still get Poltergeist got a PG rating. Oh, PG-13 didn't exist yet. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't that the case? What was the movie that came out that they had to create a PG-13 for? But I don't think PG-13 existed back then. Minnie Chad returning for Scream 7, and I have a feeling they're both of them will not die, but one of them will die. Yeah, it's hard to say because would they kill them off in the opening as an opening kill? Would they kill one of them, to bring the other one into the mix? The thing is, it sounded like this story was going to try to be its own thing and just focus on Sydney. So why are we even talking to the other characters? I mean, maybe they were hired and they're going to be in a news clipping on TV. Like maybe there's like an interview happening, and Gale Weathers is interviewing them, like that could be a scene. And Sid's watching it on TV. Like it might have nothing to really do with the plot of the movie. Just like all these Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich and what's his face, Roman from Scream 3, all the killers from previous movies are being hired back for part 7. Everyone's like, oh my God, they're all alive. I'm like, they're probably just doing voiceover or being de-aged for flashbacks or something. Steven Spielberg has power and influence. He can get whatever rating he wants. That's true too. What if he demanded Schindler's List be G-rated? Oh my God. PG-13 was created in 1984. Oh, Red Dawn was first. Yeah. So due to Gremlins and Temple of Doom, so Spielberg suggested it to make people less angry. That's hilarious. Steven Spielberg is the reason we have a PG-13. But also Poltergeist has a guy ripping his face off and that's rated PG. So that's wild. Ow. But yeah, we did it. There's a new Carrie adaptation coming. Stop. Oh, Mike Flanagan. I like him. Isn't he also doing The Exorcist? They took that away from David Gordon Green because he's stupid. Mission Impossible masks because that would sound stupid for the next one. Oh, the ones where like your face is somebody else's face. It's the new version of the voice changing from part 3. Yeah, Gremlins wasn't even that. I mean, there's like the dicing up of some things. That's not even terrible. The face ripping in Poltergeist is more devastating. Yes, Tony, the original Carrie is a masterpiece. I would not trust that in many people's hands. I trust that story in Mike Flanagan's hands. He leans very heavily into 2 things, and he kind of ignores the third, and that's okay. It works for me. He leans very heavily into the character dynamics and character relationships. He's huge into his characters. You care about every person. Everyone's got 15 backstories. And he's great with the visuals. He's a visual storyteller. What he's not really good at is jump scares. He doesn't make his movies actually particularly scary. He just makes them creepy and interesting. And I think Carrie, because it's really character driven, like the reason it's so horrific is mostly because of the intent behind it and the build up to it. He would do that perfectly. That would be fantastic. Did you like David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy? Sarah, I did not. I didn't. I think his 2018 film is like a well-made fan film that happens to have Jamie Lee Curtis. That's how I see it. Like, cute idea, what if movie, fine. It exists in its own right to me. Kills, I think, is awful. Um, it has good kills, but that's it. The movie is just not good. Like story-wise, visually, I guess it's okay. The acting is bad. I can't tell what kind of movie it's trying to be. It, it just no, just bad. It didn't need to exist. It's like a movie that has no purpose. The reason it has no purpose is because Halloween Ends, the next movie, ignores everything from that movie. It each movie undoes what the previous movie just did, but they exist in the same trilogy context of a timeline. Like, make you so mad. So no, I don't like his trilogy. Sorry. Let's see. John Travolta. Yep. I saw Gremlins as a 39-year-old and was fine. Why am I like I literally am like my brain's just turning off right now. You were okay. Well, you were okay. We need a rating that's PG-39. By the way, you know what's funny? The PG rating doesn't mean shit these days. No, it doesn't. PG films just mean kids films and fart jokes. Well, I guess. Do you think John Travolta was cute in Carrie? No, didn't think he was cute in most things, honestly. But he looked kind of gross in that movie. He's also drooling a lot. He's drooling a lot in Carrie. What else we got? What else we got? I guess I'll just show off my Poltergeist 2 big box again. It's gonna show you guys my big box. I can't believe he got this for me. Will Sampson. Love it. Bill Catrilta or Bill Cat. Oh, the guy from House, right? Is he the guy who's also in House? Yes, he was. I was more looking at him than John Travolta. I just like the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy, but it's so fun to say "Evil Dies Tonight." We do say that to piss each other off occasionally. Oh my god! What about Grease? He looks fine in Grease. I'm more of a fan of Grease too, so I'm more of a Stephanie and Michael than a Sandy and Danny. Sandy and Danny. See, I don't even know their names. As I said earlier, I wouldn't say Bill Skarsgård is ugly. He's kind of cute sometimes, but his head is pretty big. So is mine. Look at the size of my head. Huge. I cannot think of Poltergeist without being so scared of the Reverend. Let me in. Oh, from part 2. That's the that's the. Is he on the back? No. Oh, I forgot. I did trailers for those. I wasn't good at trailers though. I mean, I'm not good now either. I made modern trailers for Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3. Those are on the channel. But I remember I had to like while editing watch his scenes just over and over to like get every like millisecond. It creeped the hell out. As a kid, it was so scary because of the scene in public, like when they're at the mall and he walks up to her. I remember just being like, oh, like we're doing this now. And I also love that the first movie is the family being so close and having to go through this. And the second film is the family being like at ends. The dad is drinking and he's out of work and like they're fighting all the time. Like I could relate to that as a kid. Like that was my household. But like besides being able to relate to it, I love that it was that version of the family and not a redo of the first movie. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Somebody needs to do a docu Heather and Dominic. Yeah, well, there have been little like True Hollywood Story kind of things about like the Poltergeist curse, but they are from like 20 something years ago, and no one seems to talk about the first 2 movies. I don't know why, because the Shout Factory release for part 3 has like a new interview with Nancy Allen. It's got a director commentary. It's got a commentary with the like head of the Poltergeist fan club. Like he gets a commentary on the thing, and there are interviews and behind the scenes about it. But part 2 has a vintage behind the scenes thing from back in the day, and then nothing else, no new whatever. Well, commentary, I guess, but the guy sounds like 1,000 years old. And then part 1 has nothing. Like no one talks about them, and I don't know why. Bye, Jake. Thank you. Jake jumped in. He actually plays Kane in Poltergeist 2. Julian Beck was such an interesting person. I don't know anything about him, except that he was really scary in that movie. And that he was dying while they were filming. Like he had cancer and lost a bunch of weight And he was like, "No, no, this is good. I'll keep working." And that's what gave us nightmares, was watching him actually dying. And then they had to what they used, like, a mask of his face on the actor for part 3, and so that's why, like, it doesn't look like him at all, but, like, it's whether they're the same person, but they're not the same person. Ow. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? That's the more important question. What's everyone eating? I don't know what I'm having. It's 8:05 here, so I'm gonna head out in a minute, and we probably won't eat for, like, 5 more hours anyway. They used a mask of the dead guy. Yeah. So, Hayden, they called it the dead was it dead mask? I forgot what they called it when I was watching, like, the commentary for part 3, but they used a mask of the guy's face, like, I don't know, like, some kinda like a mold of his face or something, so they used that to make a mask and put that on the actor for part 3 because between parts 2 and 3, that actor had died. Um, but it looks nothing like him. Laura Flynn Boyle in Poltergeist 3 was uber annoying. I loved her. I liked the snarky teenage character. I think because when I was younger, my sister was in high school and she was that, but she wasn't annoying. Um, that's why I think I love Tina from Halloween 5. Um, but I remember liking her. I thought she was cute and funny in Poltergeist 3. Great screaming and acting and everything. She probably was annoying when she was going, Carol Ann, Carol Ann, because that's all anyone does in that movie. I think most of the old time behind the scenes stuff were just throwaways for those promotional spots and they were on HBO. Yeah, a lot of times, but a Shout Factory back in the day used to find those. So if they still existed, they would get their hands on it and put it on the disc for you. That's Shout Factory. So the fact that no one's even putting the effort, like, you know how much money they would make from having, like, they're making money by doing the steelbook releases and Blu-rays and stuff, but, like, if they had an ultimate Poltergeist, just the first movie with behind the scenes stuff and new interviews, my god. And these actors are gonna pass away soon, so, like, get on that, please. Uh, yeah, my favorite Freddy movie one. Yep. I watched part 4 on the channel. I think that's on Patreon too. I think that's in the archive. I watched part 4 on the channel like 3 years ago because my friend told me to, and I loved it. And then I was gonna watch part 5 and I just never did. And that was several years ago. So I finally the other night he was yelling at me again for it. And he's like, I'm just gonna start spoiling the movie. Like, you're a bad fucking friend. And so I was like, okay, 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 fine. So I watched it. And so you'll see that. It was a good time. And all I have to do now is watch Freddy's Dead. And then I will have seen all of the movies. Finally. It's crazy. I haven't finished that franchise like in my lifetime. Have you heard about 28 years later? Hey, Pyramid Scheme. Sounds sus. Yes, I for the channel, I think I'm gonna rewatch the other 2 movies. I haven't seen them since they came out, and that's like 20 something years ago, respectively. So I'm excited for the third because it looks amazing. That trailer was bonkers. Good actors in it. I love that it's the original writer and director, so should be good. I don't remember much about the first 2, so I'm excited to check those out again. I do remember enjoying them both when they came out, though. So, yeah, and I love that the trailer acknowledges those movies where it says, like, it says 28 weeks, it says weeks turn into months, months turn into years, like, that's cute. Um, any more questions before I bounce? I already gifted the memberships. I gifted 10 random memberships, so thank you all. Congratulations to the guys that got them. There's a code pinned at the top of the chat for 25% off of my Patreon if you want full length reactions or to make movie requests, go for it. I have a lot more videos, I think, on Patreon technically, because I watch like 5 or 6 or 7 movies. Actually, if you take the requests I get plus the movies that I want to watch for you guys, I watch like 10 or 11 movies to be edited for one platform or the other every single month. Um, So Patreon has all of that, and then on YouTube, you get 3 to 4 a month because I have to edit them, which takes all of my time off. So, I think most of the old oh, yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Tacos, go. Oh, Esteban wants me to go, get food. Yes, I forgot. I'm leaving to go eat dinner. Um, or are you asking me now what I'm having? Because I really don't know yet. I don't know. I'm gonna wrap this up right now. The code for the Patreon, 25% off. Please use it. Uh, YouTube memberships. I went over those things in the beginning of the video. You can watch that again, or in the description. I think I might have actually put all the tiers. I might have not. I don't know. Although there's a post actually, so it's a public post. If you go to the posts, can I say post one more time? Go to the post tab on my page, and I have a breakdown of all the memberships and stuff, so it's easy to look at. Patreon, YouTube, cool. Get access to Discord. I am getting a little worried that I'm like slurring and stuttering a lot. Does that happen does that happen before something bad happens? This is actually literally water and iced tea. I haven't had like a drink in a long time, so I'm not like chugging wine. Whatever. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna go. Links about anything we talked about should be down in the description. I'm going to bounce. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I'll talk to you on Discord, hopefully. Goodbye.